Hey everybody, Redwulf XIII here, and I'm doing a video on Dayz. Dayz is a first-person shooter post-apocalyptic zombie survival game in which you must survive mostly other players, zombies, and the elements, basically hunger, um, thirst, and all that nice stuff. This game is a very early alpha, and I stress very, very early because, to be quite honest, there isn't a lot to do other than try to find stuff, run around, and avoid getting shot or actively going out and shooting other people. Right now, I'm on a server with 4 people. We have a Rob, a Lucas, a Marshall, and then that's me here, Mike. Okay. So, we are just running around. I will say some good things, of course, as I always do. The graphics are really, really, really nice. I like the graphics a lot. Everything is nice and detailed. Everything is nice and detailed. You have nothing to distract you. There's no real HUD or anything else. There's no health bars. There's nothing to distract your game except perhaps that little dot in the center of the screen for targeting. So basically, I mean, I was actually hoping to be a fresh spawn, but I haven't died, so I'm not going to tempt fates right now. As you can see, I have a large collection of gear. Um, I have my axe. I have no gun because I haven't been able to find one yet. I know that in airfields and military bases they have the real weapons, but I've managed to come across quite a large collection of goodies. Um, this took me about 4 or 5 hours to actually collect. So this game is not for the faint of heart, meaning that if you get killed, which you will if you run across other players, most likely, you pretty much will lose everything that you've collected. I have another can. What was that? A can of sardines. Excellent. I'm pretty damn good with food and water. I have plenty of soda. Um, can of tuna. I've got crunching chips. Always a tasty treat. I managed to find a fresh kiwi, though it's damaged. I don't understand how, but it's damaged, but it's still edible. Most of the fruit I've come across in this game is rotten, and if you eat it, you will get sick and eventually die. Um, the biggest threat in this game is not the zombies. The zombies are pretty easy to take down, although I will say the controls are very, very poor. Definitely needs work in the controls department. Um, the controls in this game give you an option to pretty much do everything. I mean, I've never seen a game in which you can turn your head 26.7 degrees to the left, look down, and notice that your left shoe is untied. Well, that's an exaggeration. You can't, but yes, you can move the camera in almost every direction, free form, left, right, up, down. Um, I'm actually not going to show that only because those buttons are actually mapped to my Bandicam controls. So if I do that, I'll probably shut the video off or start taking screenshots and all that other nice stuff. So anyway, so basically I am just running around. I mean, the thing about this game is that once you actually have the loot like I do, which of course excludes a gun right now, um, once you have the loot, there's not a lot to do other than avoid getting killed by players or actively going out and killing other players. Here's a zombie, and it's down. Now, zombies, when they die, they disappear within a few seconds and there is no loot. Ah, here comes another one, charging at me. For a post-apocalyptic zombie game, there's not many of them. Whoa! I've never seen that before. This one just freaking leapt on me. She wanted a hug. Well, she got an axe. And then this happens sometimes when you get hit, your screen gets all warm and fuzzy. So in order to fix that, I picked up this little trick. I go to configure, I go to video, and it sharpens my screen back up. And I just escape out of it, and there we go. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, or if it's supposed to go away, but it never does. So you have to do that. As you can see, I am swinging, but I'm not actually making a hit. Unfortunately, you can't loot the zombies, which, to me, in my opinion, doesn't make much sense, because this game kind of thrives on being able to pick up anything. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oops. The map in this game, there is no mini-map. Again, this is extremely realistic and whatnot. There is no mini-map. There are maps that you can actually find along the way. I've actually found a few in my travels since I've been playing DayZ. I find them most of the time in gas stations. I guess that would make sense, as you would go to a gas station to pick up like a map. But I'm not sure about where anything is, to be honest. This map is gigantic. It is absolutely gigantic. It's over 200 square kilometers of terrain. So, yeah, good luck in trying to explore all of the places, because there are so many places and points of interest to explore. I will recommend, though, that as a new player, that all new players, new spawns start on the coast. And I would recommend that you, look at that, a crowbar. I already have a good weapon, so. And sunglasses. Do I have sunglasses? Yes, I do. So yeah, I would recommend getting off the coast and heading inland. That's where all the towns and other cities are. Avoid the cities if you're not looking to get into any scuffles. I like that word, scuffles. You're not looking to get into any scuffles with players, because many people here in this one, it's not like Rust. At least Rust people will actually talk to you before they kill you. Here, you could be creeping around in the woods, and then all of a sudden you get the sign that says, "You are dead." And that's it. You are dead. Option to respawn. That's it. It doesn't take a lot to take a player down, nor does it take a lot to take anything else down. One good headshot will end the life of everybody and anybody in this game, pretty much. Another newbie tip, I would definitely suggest starting out on a low population server, or better yet, a zero population server. That way you don't run into any desirables. This is a water pump. You can drink water. Now, it doesn't tell you that you're hydrated until you actually are. So, wait. It doesn't tell you that you're hydrated until you actually are. So just keep drinking water when you come across one of those water pumps. I found a few of those water pumps around, so you can also fill up your bottle. I guess I should have topped my bottle off, but if you find plastic bottles, or better yet, canteens, you can carry your water with you, which is extraordinarily handy. Am I crouching? I have forgotten. Yes. Yeah, that's another thing you can do. Do a third person over the back kind of view. What's that? that's one thing you really definitely want to get if you can find is some sort of backpack or carry bag. Definitely want to get that. I am pretty much loaded up, so, but there is a can of soda. One thing I will say is that there is not a lot of loot to be found. I'm just lucky because I'm on a low population server, and it doesn't appear to be that anyone has come through here. Duct tape. Okay, what's that? More cereal. Powdered milk. I'm eating the powdered milk. You'd think you'd be able to put this in like your water to make actual milk, but no, you like to eat this raw. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. This is quite uncommon. There's my powdered milk. Put my little axe away. I will say that I like the way that the inventory screen lays out and how it works. It's not like every other kind of game that you can carry around 553,000 tons of materials, goods, and tools. You're quite limited to how much you can actually carry. Um, for example, if you find a hoodie, like this blue hoodie, I guess the front part is blue, the arms, however, are clearly of a non-blue color. I'd like to say it's more of a red hue. But anyway, if you you'll come across clothing. You start out with just t-shirts, pants, a flashlight, and a battery. That's all you start out with. Um, Certain articles of clothing will allow you to carry more stuff. The hoodie has 4 little pockets. Uh, my gray cargo pants have 6 little pockets that can do 2 height or 2 width items. I love this. I found this UK assault vest in a barn. I didn't even think I could find anything like this in a barn, but again, I haven't been to a military base or anything, so I can carry a box of cereal in my military vest. Okay, so it's not completely realistic, but it's pretty damn close. Various other items. I have lots of various ammo for a weapon I just don't have. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep eating my powdered milk because apparently that's what you do. You eat powdered milk as opposed to actually, I don't know, putting it in water. Some Also, when you start out, okay, I think I've had enough of my fill of powdered milk. There's another backpack. Wow. Yeah, this is a very quiet server, and I can tell you that no one has been through here yet. So that's the way the loot runs in this game. If you play on a server, when the server comes up, all the loot is reset, and then once people start coming through and looting, it doesn't respawn until the server is reset again. So heavy population servers will have most of these stores and whatnot stripped dry. So yeah. I'd like to say this is a police station, but well, let's just go inside, because every once in a while you do find a gun. Look at this. Excellent. I got me a gun. That's awesome. Put that in my... Look at that. definitely don't want to use up any of my ammo, so... Okay, look at this. We're just finding stuff left and right here. I already have a machete. But is this in a better condition than my own? Badly damaged and pristine, yes. Excellent. Pristine machete. Hey, look at that. There's some pants on the ground. Looks like there's something up there. Sometimes you can't grab certain things. That's another thing I'll say about this game. For example, you know, here's a door. Can't go anywhere. Can't open it. I don't know why. You just can't. But well, there's another door you can't open. You can only open the doors that have that symbol. That have that door opening symbol. So alright. Sorry about that. There's plenty of soda. I actually don't need soda. I'm like pretty much right now I'm set. I got a gun. I actually have bullets for this gun this time around. I did another playthrough where I didn't have any bullets. I didn't have any shells or any rounds or any ammo for the gun that I picked up. It was a nice gun. I think it was the Blaze 95. And yeah. What the hell is that shadow? Anyway, so yeah, here's a little tip. If you see a building that looks like this, the only reason why I say it was a police station was because this appears to be a police car. So I'm going to assume that this was a police station. I can't read Russian, so I have no idea. So now I have a gun, I have a couple of melee weapons, I have food, I have water. Well, to be quite honest with you, right now, the way that the game is in its current state, the only thing left for me to do is actively hunt players. Hunting zombies is a joke because there's no reward in killing any of them. I guess the only reward is your continued survival. And that's about it. I mean, I could go out and hunt other players, but the chances of running across Rob, Lucas, Marshall, or PC in a map that's 230 some odd square kilometers big is quite slim. Case in point, I played on a server with 40 players on, full server. I played for 7 hours, running around all over the place, not knowing where the hell I was going, and I never came across a single person. In fact, I think I only came across about 4 or 5 zombies in the 7 some odd hours I was playing. So yes, players are the greatest threat to you if you come across them. If you stay out of the most populated areas, such as the airfields, military bases, and the big cities, Cherno, Electro, and whatnot, the chances of you coming across another player are actually quite slim. If you even stay off the roads, another safety tip, particularly if you're not geared to protect yourself. You're not geared to protect yourself, running around on the road is not the best course of action. But like I said before, first step, get off of the coast and head inland. Basically, the water, ocean, whatever it is, should be at your back when you spawn. And just make a beeline to the coast. So, here I am. I'm just running along here. Like I said, one thing they really need to do is work on the controls, make zombies a threat. Well, more than one thing. Make zombies an actual threat. Give the player some sort of initiative and or reward for eliminating zombies, other than, of course, their survival. I mean, you should be able to at least loot their shirt and pants. I mean, if other players can come along and handcuff you and take off your pants, which I just think is just funny as hell, you should be able to do the same thing to zombies, of course, after they're dead, though. Yeah, there's some really interesting things that can happen in this game, like you can get knocked unconscious by another player, and that player can handcuff you. They can remove, like, they can take your pants off. They can loot you while you're still alive, just either unconscious or whatnot. And they can also force feed you rotten food, bleach, and all sorts of other yummy, tasty morsels of things in an attempt to probably poison you and or kill you. Yes, I've never had that happen to me, thank God. I've always had my pants on, and I've never had somebody come across and force feed me food. I did have somebody come across me, knock me out. I was lying unconscious. I woke up, and everything that I was wearing was now being worn by the perpetrator, the man who basically stripped my body of all clothing and all of my stuff and started to run away. I then proceeded to chase the individual with nothing but my underpants and undershirt, and I'm going to go take a risk here, and I just want to see this shotgun in action. Get stuck down here. Nice. That was nice. And it's gone. Yes. Yeah, I can't show you the other way because my Bandicam keys are locked to that, so... Yeah, let's get out of that. Let's put the gun away. So yeah, here's an example of rotten apples. If you eat that, you will most likely die. There's a hat, which I cannot seem to interact with. Oh, it's probably because... Oh, no, I can't. Alright, yeah. You can't rob the cash registers. So, sorry. I know, not as exciting as my last 7 Days to Die video, but again, this is just the current state of the game. I mean, I could attempt to find a player just to try to kill him or interact with him so you could see, but again, there's nobody on the server, and I'm not going to go do the whole server hopping thing. New players, if you're not familiar with this tactic or this the way it works, is that with other multiplayer games, you're probably familiar with the fact that, like in Rust, for example, you start on a server, you play on a server, you build up, you collect things, you do whatever on a server, and then you go to another server. Well, you have to start out fresh. All your stuff is gone. You're a brand new person, so to speak. Not so in Dayz. Dayz, apparently what you can do is that if you play on one server, which a lot of people do, they'll play on a low population server to run around and gather items, weapons, food, provisions, and then for their PvP fix, they'll jump on a server, a high population server, so that they can go out and have a higher chance of running across other players to kill. The PvP in this game, it's about killing other people to get their loot. Now, the thing is that, in my opinion, again, this is solely in my opinion, running around killing people with guns means that you're pretty much set. Like, if I wanted to right now, I could probably go out and do some PvP, because I'm set. I have my water, I have my food, I have my gear, I have my backpack, I have a gun. In a survival situation, you'd only really kill people that would be, number one, a threat to you, or number two, that would have more stuff than you do. Things that you would want, things that you would need to survive. So, a lot of times what people will do, unfortunately, and it's just the nature of some perhaps 12-year-olds on these games, they'll load up on they'll load up on provisions and guns and everything, and they'll go out and kill fresh spawns. The only thing that fresh spawns pose a threat for is um, shooting light in your face because all they have is a freaking flashlight. But you'll get people who camp spawn, or the shore spawners as they're known. Shore campers, that's what they're called. Shore campers. They'll camp the shore because that's where new players start. They start on the shore. So they'll sit down and just pick off newcomers to the server, fresh spawns, newbies, and anyone else that they really can't pick a real fight with because they just don't have any real balls. They go after the weakest among us, as opposed to an actual even up fight. So that's another reason why you want to get the hell off of that shore as quick as possible, because you've got very unfriendly people hanging around the shore. Like I said, I really can't speak too much of player interaction. I mean, I have been killed a couple of times by players, but for the most part, it's very uncommon to run across people, especially on a server like this. I guarantee you I'm not going to run across anybody. So I'm going to be ending the video very shortly. I'm going to keep it to about a half an hour in length. So yeah, this is just a quick little let's play of Dayz. In my opinion, a game that has an immense amount of potential, but it is very, very, very early alpha. In future videos, I'll be a little bit more critical and point out things that really annoy me and bug the hell out of me in this game. But all in all, like I said, I can't be too harsh with it. There are some pretty funny things that I just scratch my head at when I see them happening and unfolding before my eyes in this game. But again, it is an alpha game, an early alpha game, and I can't be too critical, like on the fact that, I can't seem to, open these drawers because, there could be weapons or armor or anything in there. I can't open that. Can't open this. You can't loot. There are really no loot containers in this game. I mean, it's only things just lying down in front of you, and there isn't a whole hell of a lot. Unless, of course, you're lucky and come on a server that's brand new and fresh. So yeah, what the hell is that? A hot air balloon? Did they try to escape the zombie apocalypse in a freaking balloon? Again, I have no idea where I am. This seems to be a farm, industrial place. I found loot in here before, so you'll probably find something if you run through here. Ah, look at that. A pair of boots. What kind of boots? Worn hiking boots. Well, I already have pristine hiking boots, thank you very much. Well, I don't know what this was supposed to be. Like a pig farm or something? It's probably pants or something. I'm already wearing some pants. Yeah, so yeah, I'll probably do more of these Dayz videos. Black shirt. I'm already wearing a hoodie. Apparently you can't wear a shirt under a hoodie. Don't ask why, but yeah, I'll probably be doing more of these videos, maybe being a little bit more critical and, going on certain rants like I'm famous for. It's all in good fun now. Gotta remember, all it is, just a game. It's something to do to have fun. If your idea of running around in circles looking for stuff and avoiding getting shot or killed is fun, that's all the power to you. Can't open this door. Behind this door is probably a rocket launcher, but I can't get it. Anyway, folks, this is Redwulf XIII. I'll be signing out, and please join me. Please subscribe if you enjoyed listening to my voice and watching me. Talk to you soon. See you soon. All that nice stuff.